I'm Andrew.
I'm Alyssa.
And this is Dragon's Adventures.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew with Dragon's Adventures, and tonight I want to show you dining aboard a Carnival cruise ship. Now, while some of this footage is going to be very specific to our specific cruise on the Radiance, for the most part, you're going to be able to figure something out that's going to apply to your cruise. Why do I say this? Because Carnival is very consistent, both in service, in quality, and in options. So, for the most part, what I talk about in this video, you're going to be able to apply to whatever ship you're on. There's very few exceptions to that. For example, the Radiance has a Shaq's Big Chicken, which not every Carnival ship has. The Mardi Gras and some of the newer, larger ships have some restaurant options that aren't available on some of the smaller ships. But for the most part, pizza, Guy's Burgers, main dining room, Blue Iguana, the buffet, these are options that are going to be available to you on every single ship. And most of the ships have some form of a Bonsai Sushi and some form of a Italian restaurant or a Japanese restaurant, some form of a seafood shack. But the core stuff, the burgers, the pizzas, the buffet, that kind of stuff, this will apply everywhere. Now, I'm going to start, because this is in no particular order. I just have a bunch of footage dumped from the trip. And I thought the best way to organize it for you was by dining option. So we're going to start in the main dining room. And then we'll go from there. So the main dining room, for your reference, you've got three options. You can choose early dining, late dining, or your time dining. Early dining, I think, is like 6:30. Late dining is at like 8:30. I don't know, because I don't do those. We do your time dining. The other two options are traditional cruising. Every cruise line you've ever been on or ever will go on, those were options that existed. Your time dining is relatively new, last 6-7 years. And it allows you to go dine in the main dining room at any time you want between opening and closing. It's sometimes a different dining room, sometimes it's just a different floor in the same dining room. But you check in on the Hub app, and then you go. It's like showing up to any restaurant on the mainland. You show up or you make a reservation, kind of thing. The downfall to your time dining is you don't get the same wait staff every night and the same table. The upside to it is you don't get the same wait staff every night and the same table. I find on the Radiance there's some stuffy parts of the dining room, so it was nice to move around and find the cooler areas. We also found on this particular cruise that the wait staff wasn't that great some of the times, so we were able to find different wait staff that was maybe a little better than not. The other big plus is that you dine with your group instead of with maybe random strangers. So we had a group of 7 on this cruise, but they may have put us at a table for 10 with 3 other people we don't know if we chose traditional dining. And that was cool in the 80s, but I'm not so down with it anymore. I don't want to hang out and force chat with strangers every night. So, it is what it is. Make your choice, whatever it is, good for you, good for me, good for everybody. That being said, main dining room's always open for dinner every single night. Breakfast on port days, brunch on sea days. Occasionally on longer cruises, you'll find them open for lunch on some days. There's full bar service through your wait staff. Although, you know what? I'm actually going to say this because I've always consistently had issues. The wait staff in the main dining room are not bartenders. So they get very confused very easily. For example, just ordering something simple like a Woodford on the rocks, which is a bourbon, you have to spell that out for them. WOODFORD. It's bourbon. On the rocks means ice. Because they will bring you back the weirdest concoction ever, and you'll be like, what is this? I didn't order it. I've experienced that pretty much every single Carnival cruise I've ever gone on. So we've started just going to like the Lido deck, getting a drink first directly from the bar, and carrying it to the dining room with us. A minor complaint, sure. Other thing you need to know about the main dining room is a new rule is Carnival has capped you on how many entrees you can have complimentary. It used to be unlimited. You could order 5-6 entrees, 5-6 appetizers, 5-6 desserts, Eat them all, stuff your face, get fat, don't finish it all, waste the food, whatever. In an effort, this is a contentious discussion topic. A lot of people believe it's greed on the part of Carnival. I disagree. I think it's in an effort to curb food waste. They are now capping you at 2 entrees. Still unlimited desserts, unlimited appetizers, but for entrees you're capped to 2 complimentary. If you want a third entree, you can have it, but it's a $5 upcharge. And I think what that's going to do is stop people from just ordering stuff they're not going to actually finish eating, and it's going to put a small end to food waste. And I'm okay with that. I just won't order more than 2 entrees anymore. Unless there's something I really, really want, and then I have to decide if it's worth the $5. When you go to a restaurant on the mainland, how often are you ordering 3 or 4 entrees anyway? I mean, let's be honest here. We get a little piggy and a little greedy on cruise ships, and that's okay. I'm right there with you. But this is just going to help us curb that a little bit. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go check out the main dining room. Here we go.
Hey guys, what's up? We're in the main dining room now, finally, but we had our appetizers on Lido, and we're gonna eat more because we're on a cruise, and why wouldn't we? Not sure I'm gonna do like the multiple mains, multiple appetizers tonight, but we're gonna eat something. So appetizers in the main dining room, I am doing a shrimp cocktail because why wouldn't I? Alyssa's doing the rare find today, which is cured salmon with candied tomato. Let's see how they taste. I mean, I know shrimp cocktail's good because it's shrimp cocktail, but let's find out about the candied tomato and the cured salmon.
That's so good. So good.
Okay guys, I got the grilled mahi-mahi on a pumpkin something, squash I think, or pumpkin like mash. Mahi-mahi is good. It's actually cooked pretty well. It's good. I like it.
I got chicken something or other from the Cucina del Capitano. It's whatever's on special tonight in the main dining room from them. There's chicken, looks like spaghetti pasta with the tomato sauce, yeah? Chicken parmigiana. Real thin cut. That's a good main dining room meal. I normally steer clear of the pasta dishes because I want to do other stuff. This one's worth it. Alright guys, we are done in the main dining room on day 1 embarkation. Alyssa and I hit 11 drinks by this point. Food was actually pretty good. I thought service was a little slow tonight, but the show tonight was great. The dancing, much better than normal, I feel like, on this ship, or really any Carnival ship. I feel like at least the waiters near us had a little more energy. Food was pretty good. I'm really full, though, because we did do that Lido pre-dinner thing, and then we ate dinner in the main dining room, and it's just like 9 o'clock now, and we've had dinner twice already, plus the pizzas before that. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm already at that point where I'm overflowing. But overall, pretty good. Not sure what we're going to do the rest of the night, but we'll take you along with us. All right, guys, we're in the main dining room, night 2. We're sitting in the back of the ship. Back here, service not so good. Just throwing that out here. It is much cooler, though, back here than last night when we were in the center of the dining room. Because of that second story, that high ceiling, it's super hot over there. We're over by the windows near the back. AC vents are only 8 feet above our heads. Much better, but service back here is lacking. Just throwing that out there. And we get notifications on the Hub app that our table's ready 19 times after we've already been seated. So we did appetizers. This is what we're having for dinner. We're pretty stoked. And then tonight we're gonna go see the show, and then probably piano bar after, more drinks, having a good time. I might be at like 11 or 12 now. I don't know. So I didn't film this right after dinner because we had to run to the theater and came in during the first song. A lot of people complain about the MDR, main dining room, about it, they don't want it to take an hour and a half. John Hale is asking all the time on Facebook, do you think it's acceptable? And I've never said no. I think it's fine to spend an hour and a half having a nice dinner. 2 hours tonight, and I think we ate half our dessert because we're like, we have to go. Service in the MDR on this ship's not the best. At least tonight it wasn't. And Karen got raw chicken. Alan tried to do corkage with the wine. They never brought the ice. Just problem after problem. We were missing 3 appetizers. It's weird and rare for me to complain about Carnival MDR because I like it normally. Lower your expectations on this ship. That's all I'm going to say.
So up next, I want to look at Shaq's Big Chicken. This is not on a whole lot of ships. It is on the Radiance, which I think is pretty cool because the Radiance is a fairly small ship. So to have something kind of exclusive is pretty neat. I'm also a big fan of Shaq's Big Chicken. We had it for the first time in January on board the Radiance, and then obviously again in November on board the Radiance. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and into dinner. Like till 6 or something like that. It's a different menu at breakfast than it is the rest of the day, and it's good. All times it's good. I think I've tried just about everything off their menu. The fries are good. They're like restaurant potato. Well, you'll see. They got a nice sides bar. The chicken's good. They've got like breakfast sandwich type stuff and then lunch chicken sandwiches. It is located aft on deck 9. So you've got nearby, you've got the pizza, you've got the Tides bar, there's a pool and jacuzzis right there as well. You can grab it, take it up to 10, or there's some seating areas on 9 that you can have it as well. It's one of my favorite places on board any of the Carnival ships, so if you get a chance, I highly recommend it. And I'm going to show you why right now.
And then we are doing a big chicken from Shaq's lunch 2, I guess we'll call it, yeah? All right.
Looks like a McChicken.
So we went with the chicken sandwich. Looks like lettuce, mayo, fried chicken, nice squishy bun.
Naive.
Thank you, Ryan. Yes. Is that okay? If you need it back. I realized that in my panic of getting the text message, I went on airplane mode and practically ghosted. Sorry. I was like in the middle
Moist
of
chicken, really well cooked, nice fry, not over mayo, real yummy.
And I was like, nope.
Shaq's, it's where it's at. And then we went ahead and got third lunch. We went with the hot Jerome this time. We'll let you know.
Alright guys, hot Jerome.
I always believed in you. My atheism was a lie. So good! You're not real!
There's some heat, but you guys know me. I want more. Good sandwich though, like tasty.
Good third lunch.
Yeah.
I already told him that.
I thought this was lunch 4.
Super tasty though. I'd recommend definitely Shaq's chicken. guys, this is the biscuit and egg sandwich from Shaq's Chicken. It's literally just a biscuit and egg, and there's like a, they have like a honey butter thingy. Biscuits are nice and flaky. Egg's egg. It's good.
Good morning. I've got the spicy chicken biscuit glaze something breakfast thing. So there's also honey butter on that, which is balancing with the spice really well. This is a pretty good breakfast. I'm happy.
So there it is, Shaq's Big Chicken. Yum yum. Next, we're going to look at the Lido Buffet, the Lido Marketplace Buffet. And I'm just specifically going to look at the buffet because within the Lido Buffet on this ship, you also have the Carnival Deli and you have Seafood Shack. And I mean, technically, I guess Shaq's Big Chicken and the Pizzeria are all right there too. And if you want to go further, Cucina del Capitano is right upstairs. I'm specifically referring to the complimentary buffet that's open at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as late night. We don't typically eat at the buffet, honestly. But this cruise, we did, I think, 4 meals and or snacks there. One of them, we went and ate pre-dinner because of the extreme wait that there was going to be at the main dining room, because we went and did a drinking class before going to dinner because of the time that the drinking class was. So we ended up eating a meal, and then I think we did a late night meal after dinner one night there. We did a continental breakfast one morning, and then we did a full breakfast one morning. So it'll give you a little bit of variety and knowledge of what's going on at the Lido Buffet. We didn't do a whole lot of talking. I just have some shots I want to show you so you can get an idea what kind of food is there. Let's check it out. Not a whole lot to show you there, but you know, it's good food. A lot of people like kind of scoff at the buffet. It's not terrible. It's not the best, sure. I mean, it's not the same quality as you're going to get in the main dining room or even at some place like Guy's Burgers, but it's not terrible food. I mean, it's a complimentary buffet. Who's complaining about that? Anyway, you're going to go outside the buffet now. We're going to check out the pizzeria, which is touted as a 24-hour pizzeria, but due to staffing issues, I think, and probably food waste, they have cut those hours down. So if you want a pizza between the hours of 4 a.m. and I believe 9 a.m., you're out of luck right now. That could change by the time this airs, but that didn't affect us even in the slightest. And I've seen a lot of people complaining online about taking away 24-hour pizza. If you were eating pizza at 4 o'clock in the morning, reevaluate your life. Let's check it out.
Hey guys. Oops, we forgot to tell you we also got pizza. It's always as good as, like, I worry, I'm like, did I hype up the pizza so much that I'm not going to enjoy it? It's good pizza. I wish they served Carnival pizza in like supermarkets that you can just like eat up. I don't know what they do, but I love their pizza. This is just a pepperoni. You can't see it because I ate it all, but there's pepperoni pizza.
I don't know what I'm eating from the pizza place, but it's got bruschetta and arugula on it.
Bruschetta is a bread. You mean prosciutto?
That's what it means.
Prosciutto.
It's good, guys. Carnival pizza is where it's at, always. Whatever this one's called, get it. Hey guys, so Our ending of the night on day one embarkation's a little different. We opted to go grab some pizza. I said 4 slices of whatever you have. So looks like we have one of the formaggio's, which is the 4 cheese, a pepperoni, a marguerite, and then the fungi, the mushroom pizza. So we got 4 slices. We're going to have our last drinks. We're going to do it out on our super duper extended balcony. And then I promise you, that's it today.
So guys, in case you did not figure that out, all of those pizzas were just on day one. Carnival Pizza really is the best pizza on land, on sea, anywhere on the planet. I've never had a disappointment with the Carnival Pizza. You know, you're going to see over the course of this video that there are disappointments that we have with some of the food. And some of the food's hit and miss, right? Like the main dining room was a miss on this cruise. Guy's Burger is going to be a miss on this cruise too. You're going to see that coming up as well. But never once has the pizza ever been a miss. I love Carnival Pizza. Our downfall is that we tend to always get it every single night before bed. And I don't know about you, but for me, eating pizza at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, not so good for morning time. But we keep doing it. We keep doing it. Let's go check out the deli. Now, we had aspirations to try all 14 sandwiches from the deli on this ship for you. We didn't get there. It's a 4-day cruise, guys. I probably had these grand ideas that I was never going to accomplish. I promise you we will do a deli video on our August cruise to Alaska. It's a 10-day cruise. I've got plenty of time to eat deli food. But we did manage to eat, I think, 6 or 7 from the deli. So, you know, at least do get some kind of an idea.
This is number 14 from the deli. This is the Southwest chicken wrap. It has chicken, bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheddar cheese, as well as a chipotle sauce. I can't remember the exact details. But I'm here to try one of their cold sandwiches.
I thought that clear cup was a what is she eating? There's no spoon there.
It's good. Good blending of flavors.
There's bowls.
Tastes fresh.
Alright, so we went to the deli today. We're trying 2 different sandwiches. I got the buffalo chicken. It's literally chicken breast, buffalo sauce on an egg bun. So let's see. It's actually a pretty good bite. I feel like I want just a little bit more buffalo sauce. Like, I don't want to be super messy, but like, I want more pow.
Today I'm doing the Cuban mixtano. No, Cuban mixto.
Mixto.
Cubano mixto.
Yeah.
There we go, we got it. So, I mean, it's a Cuban. Mustard, pickles, meat, yum, right? I'm ready. So the mixto is there's pulled pork on there. Or pulled chicken, pulled something. That's a good sandwich. I like anything with pickles on it because the pickles are very forward in this because it's Cuban. This sandwich is something I'm really enjoying.
Okay guys, I'm trying the turkey and Swiss, and it's on a pretzel bun. Looks really good. Honestly, it's just a nice, basic sandwich. I get the turkey, Swiss, and I taste the pretzel bun. Pretty decent sandwich. Alright, I am trying the meatball sandwich. Very cheesy. It looks good.
Smells good.
It does. It's like a cheesy bread.
Is it good?
I didn't have high expectations. It's really good. Meatballs good. Mozzarella good. Cheesy, easily bread.
But we obviously have to do the side options too. I'm gonna start with coleslaw. I'd equate it to KFC. It's not overly mayonnaise. There's nothing special about it though. And then you get fries too. These look very blonde for my taste, so we'll find out.
Not good.
They didn't sit in the fryer long enough, and then they sat under the heat lamp too long. Not good fries this batch. Doesn't mean I've never had good fries there, but this particular batch, not the best. What are you gonna do?
All right, guys, so next sandwich is the Reuben. And we did get another order of fries. We're 4 hours, about 4 hours apart, to see if it was just a batch. These are slightly better, but still not great. I am, however, hopeful for this very hot Reuben. Pardon any sounds or faces I make. The meat's slightly chewier than I prefer, but the cheese is so melted perfectly, I might add, with the mustard. That's a good sandwich. I'm very happy with it. I would get this one again.
You know, we were going to try to do 14 sandwiches. We got through, I think, 6 or 7 of them and the sides. That's not terrible. We like the deli. I've always enjoyed the deli. My one complaint is that, man, let me think. We were on the Legend in 2018-ish, and that's when we found out they took the whole, like, the pickle spears off the deli menu. That upset me. I love pickles, guys. That's it, though. The downgrading of the menu recently had everyone up in arms. Guys, there's still 14 freaking sandwiches on the menu. 14 of them! And coleslaw and fries. That's still a lot of free food. We couldn't get through it all in 4 days, and we had 7 people with us. The deli's good. I like the deli. Sometimes the line's a little long, which sucks, and I do wish they were open one more hour of the day. They're open 11 to 11 right now. I wish it was 11 to 12, or noon to midnight, even, because I don't need a deli sandwich at 11 a.m. But sometimes I want one at 11:05 p.m. and they're closed. In the morning time, that is a omelet station for the buffet. Not a lot of people know that. They go to the omelet station over in the main buffet area, which always has a line from here all the way to the other end of the buffet. But if you go around that corner to the deli, there might be 4 or 5 people in that line for an omelet. So just know that. Keep that as a little nugget of knowledge up there. Anyway, let's check out Guy's Burgers. Now, before we do, and again, we had aspirations to have one of each burger. We did not. We had a burger, so I don't have a lot to show you. This one was a little disappointing. Normally, I'm a huge Guy's fan. I love them. I've never had issues until this cruise. It was just a little overcooked, and the buns were a little, like, soggy. But it was still a good burger at sea. I mean, it's still the best burger at sea. I don't know if that's much of a contest, but for the most part, I like Guy's Burgers. This cruise is an exception. I don't want it to skew you. I think you should still make an effort to try Guy's Burgers. And they have a variety for you to choose from. So, whatever. Let's check it out.
I put some grilled onions on it.
All right, guys, I just want to chat real quick. We finished our Guy's Burger, our embarkation meal. Normally, I love Guy's Burger. It's one of my favorite burgers, but today it was a little medium well for me. It was a little crispy, crunchy, and I'm not a huge fan.
The bun was also super like
Soggy.
and like fell apart.
Yeah, not a great fan. However, Aaron says his was good. Let's go over to him.
I don't have any more burger. It was juicy. The bun was fine, buttery. I have no complaints.
So I have heard a lot of times that Guys is hit and miss with people, and I've always been like, you guys are crazy. Guys is amazing all the time. Today was one of the misses for me.
What are you gonna do? Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna go to Cucina del Capitano. I did not do it for dinner. I rarely upcharge food on a cruise. There's so much food included. I make a few exceptions. The sushi place is an upcharge, and I'll pay for that. Seafood Shack's an upcharge, and half the time I'll pay for that. We are doing the steakhouse on our August Alaska cruise for the very first time, so I am looking forward to that. But there's so much free food. So for Cucina, we went during lunch when it's complimentary. It's a smaller menu with smaller portions, but it's still a cruise. You can eat as much as you want. Order a second entree. I like Cucina del Capitano. I hope you do too.
Right, guys, so for lunch we came up to Cucina del Capitano. It is an extra charge at dinner, but complimentary at lunchtime. And they give you a little slip of paper, you put what you want, and they bring it to you. It's pasta, spaghetti, fettuccine, penne, I think's on there. A variety of sauces and a variety of toppings. Caesar salad, bread. Very simple menu, but lunchtime complimentary, so you do want to check it out at lunchtime. And not one of those places that's only sea day. Every day it's open at lunchtime, complimentary. It's right above the Lido Buffet.
Caesar salad. Caesar salad. Another special. Good.
So I went simple today, just spaghetti bolognese. Chose fettuccine noodles. No. Linguine. Linguine noodles with a bolognese sauce. Super simple. It's pretty good, guys. For a lunchtime quick stop, I'm not mad about this at all. Check out Cucina del Capitano's second floor of the Lido Buffet. Deck 10, technically. Right under the basketball court, though. So if you're looking for a quiet meal, not so much. But really yummy food. So Alyssa, tell us and show us what you got for lunch.
So what this was the linguine with white clam sauce. Then I added shrimp and mushrooms. And as you can tell, I hated it. It was, it was honestly so good. We had a bad experience. Not bad. I had a bad experience here last time. They took forever to do my order. They gave me the wrong order. I ate it because I just wanted to eat. But this makes up for it. This was tasty, super quick service, and I'm happy. I'm not overly stuffed. We did the half portions, which was a good call. And I love the bread. I don't know what the bread is here.
Focaccia.
But like dipping it in all this like yummy like garlic butter sauce, that was some good stuff.
Cucina del Capitano, guys. Yeah, wow. I'm a big fan of it. I guess it's not for everybody. Maybe you don't want pasta in the middle of the day, but I love it. Let's go on to an upcharge location. I want to look at Seafood Shack now. We go here about half the cruises, give or take. Our first time was on, I think, the Legend, maybe. Some of the ships call it Seafood Shack and some call it something else, but it's the same. And that first time, we got a fried seafood platter, and it was like 11:30 at night. Worst mistake ever. First off, fried foods that late at night, never a good idea. Don't do it. But also, it just wasn't good. It was like bad oil or something. We've had much better experiences since then. We've done, on the Panorama, we got a lobster roll. Delicious. Some crab cakes. Those were amazing. This time around, we decided just to do a quick stop at the Seafood Shack. I don't have a whole lot to show you, but what I am going to show you is delicious.
And we're finally trying a clam chowder bowl. So it looks like a sourdough bread. It's decent clam chowder. You know, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. It's edible, and this is only $5, which I actually don't think is bad. Pretty tasty.
We're kind of snobs when it comes to clam chowder. We've had some of the best, specifically in Seattle. Some of the best clam chowder. I'm also a huge fan of the clam chowder bowl you get at Disneyland, and not in any of the fancy restaurants. The ones that are in that little booth underneath the Pirates of the Caribbean, on the right side as you're facing Pirates. I guess not underneath. I guess it's next to Pirates of the Caribbean. Same building though. We love clam chowder, but that was delicious. Alyssa said it wasn't the best. Sure, it wasn't, but that's a relative term. Delicious clam chowder on board. And most of what we've had at the Seafood Shack across multiple ships is super yummy stuff and worth the upcharge. Hard to hear in the Loud Buffet. That was $5 for that big clam chowder bowl. Not too shabby, right? I recommend the Seafood Shack. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Moving on to another complimentary option, I want to look at Blue Iguana Cantina. They're open for breakfast and open for lunch. They're on the Lido deck right on poolside opposite of Guy's Burgers. Their salsa bar is where it's at. In fact, we will oftentimes go get maybe food at the buffet and then go to the salsa bar to top off like an omelet or whatever. Their hot sauces are amazing. There's like 6 different salsas, like 20 bottles of hot sauce, a bunch of toppings and stuff. It's amazing. But we did do this cruise. We did a breakfast there and we did a lunch there for you. So let's check it out.
And we got one of each. So this is the fish taco. And I really like the salsa
Broja.
Spicy, but not super spicy. I like the habanero one too. But I didn't want to like die. So let's try this fish taco. They make these tortillas like as you're standing there. Super tasty. The fish is decently fried. They had just pulled this fish out, so this is like fresh fried fish. Super tasty.
Hey guys, we opted to also grab a breakfast burrito, ham, eggs, potatoes, pico de gallo, cheese. It's actually pretty good.
What can I say? Blue Iguana is always good for a quick bite. We particularly enjoy the breakfast there on like port days when you need to get off the ship quick. It's a good, quick, filling bite, right? If you're going to be walking around in your port. Blue Iguana, I think, is pretty much on every ship. So give them a go. Last one I want to actually show you is Bonsai Sushi. One of our favorite places on board a Carnival ship. And they do poke now. So, I mean, we all ate there. We had a blast. Let's just eat. Let's go.
Good miso.
No idea.
This is a cold noodle salad of some sort.
It's one of the appetizers.
It's one of the appetizers. It was $3. Okay, so I tried it without the soy sauce. It was alright. With the soy sauce, it's much better. It was missing like that salt. It's okay. It's okay.
It is a slight upcharge there, but it's not bad. It's not the worst. So we got the boat, which I think is $22, $24, something like that. It's for 2 people, but you could easily split it amongst 3, which we have done in the past. What Ty got and what you saw Alyssa eating some more of there was a poke bowl. Those are amazing. We've done those just those before and taken them away to go and gone like up to Serenity with it on that ship actually. Super good. That noodle dish, that cold noodle dish, all right. Miso soup's on point. You know, Bonsai Sushi is just a good time. Now, if you're going during a main core mealtime, prepare to wait. Especially on the ship, it's not a very large area, large seating area, right? They only have, I think, 4 tables total. So prepare to wait, but Bonsai Sushi's worth the wait. The sushi's good, the rolls are good, the salad dressing's delicious too. Now, that's all I have to show you, but there are a couple other dining options on board the ship that we didn't do. We've already talked about Cucina del Capitano for dinner. That is an upcharge. The steakhouse is also an upcharge, which we have never done on any ship, but like I said before, we'll be doing in August on the Miracle. We did not show you brunch in the main dining room. We've done it before, and I'm usually disappointed, quite honestly. I think one brunch I've ever done in the main dining room, I was like, oh, this is pretty awesome. And the rest of the time, never lived up to that one time, if that makes sense. Last up for food is Guy's Pig and Anchor. And why didn't we show that to you? Well, it's only open on this ship on Embarkation Day and Sea Day, and we were eating other things on those days. Bonsai Sushi was the Sea Day, and Embarkation Day we did the Guy's Burger and a bunch of pizzas. So I didn't get a chance to eat that on this ship. I've had Guy's Pig and Anchor before. It is buffet barbecue. It's not the freshest tasting barbecue. The mac and cheese is pretty on point. And the brisket's good. The pulled pork's usually a little dry for my liking. You know, I think it's slightly overhyped. Now, if you happen to get on a ship where there's a full Guy's Pig and Anchor, not just that outdoor buffet area that's complimentary at lunch, if you get on a ship like the Panorama that has the full restaurant and that outdoor buffet, the buffet's complimentary at lunchtime on Sea Days and Embarkation Days. The restaurant's open all the time, and it's an upcharge. Go to the restaurant. That food is prepared fresh and way better and not prepared in mass quantity like the buffet is. Also, on the Panorama, Guy's Pig and Anchor bar, probably our favorite bar ever in the history of time. The bartenders there are on point. The drinks are good. It's a cool atmosphere, and everybody's real friendly. It reminds me a lot of the Alchemy Bar on most ships, where you kind of just make friends with everybody. Although we were disappointed with Alchemy Bar this time on this ship. But anyway, lots of food options, guys. And we didn't even show you all that much. But I hope you found it helpful. Again, this can be pretty much fleet-wide. Most of the restaurants, most of the food options are fleet-wide. If you have any questions or you've got experiences that you want to tell us about, please hit us up in the comments below. And between now and then, I'm going to go try to burn off some of those calories I ate. See ya.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. I didn't mean to interrupt your video, but I just wanted to take a moment to ask you to click that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you could, please do share these videos on social media. And by the way, we love chatting with you in the comments. Let us know what you liked or disliked down below, and let us know what you want to see in the future. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next adventure.